This ought to keep him from attacking for a while. Because, I mean, he doesn't really have any good attacks without a kill spell. We do, again, kind of time walk ourselves on the Echo, but it doesn't look like we have a lot of great plays anyways. So we will happily take a Terminate attached to a 2/2 at this point in the game. Hopefully he does not have like Wrench Mind here, or we would be just crushed. And we're gonna pay, leaving up a Swamp in case we have Unearth. Ravenous Rats. Well, okay. Again, he can't really do anything, and next turn we're probably gonna get in there pretty good. Well, I wonder the card stuck in his hand is. It could be a Shinobi or a Corrupt, or I feel like he would have just cast it. So maybe we need to get the rats down and continue to go after his hand. He is playing Unearth as well. I think I'm getting Spectered. So the question is, what do I want to lose? Rats is cheap. I think I'm going to get rid of Chittering Rats. And the reason is, whatever the card is in his hand, it's something that I think is big, or he would have just played it. So I actually want him to discard it. I don't want him to put it on his... I don't want him to get it back and play it later. Also, if I draw a land, I can cast both the spells in my hand in one turn, and on the battlefield is a good place for these cards to be. We're definitely going to go ahead and trade here. Makes it easier because we can... I guess he could have another Unearth. No, hopefully he doesn't. He does not. Okay. Now I have an Unearth. And I have a decision to make. Gitu Slinger, pretty good. I could just play Rats and take the card out of his hand. I can play Rats and Unearth, and then next turn pay Echo. I can't play Gitu Slinger and Unearth another Gitu Slinger, or I'll just... this is what I'm going to do. He can't cast the card in his hand, or he would have cast it. I'm going to play Gitu Slinger and Unearth Crack Rats to Time Walk him. And then I'm going to pay Echo and hope I draw a 5th land so that I can play the Rats and just steal the card from his hand next turn. The question is, given that I'm going to do that, what is the best value attack? I think I'm going to attack with Ravenous Rats and see if I can get him to be scared of a Shinobi. Because he knows I have Shinobi because I discarded it. So if he doesn't block, like, he might block just so he doesn't get his card Shinobi. And if he blocks with a Perilous Mirror, that's going to save my bacon because it won't be able to trade with my 2/2. Not that I would mind too much, because then I wouldn't have to pay Echo on the Gitu Slinger. But I definitely want to sling away Liliana Spectre as much as I can. He's trying to figure out if I have the Shinobi here, and or if I'm just baiting him to get rid of one of his better creatures. I don't envy him, because it's one of those things where it's like, I could easily have Shinobi here, and if he doesn't block, then it's going to be a blowout. Especially if the card in his hand is really good. In fact, how long it's taking him to make this decision, it tells me that the card in his hand is amazing, because, I mean, otherwise he would just take the 1 damage. Oh, or he could have disconnected. Yeah, so if you don't want to tell on Moto, just disconnect a lot, and people will think you're tanking. Then when you're actually tanking, people will just think that you DC'd. So that's fine. He's running down his match clock. Maybe I can just F6 him to death in a potential game 3. These decks do go the long game, so in the mirror, or if you're playing like Tron, or something like that, then you definitely want to keep a healthy match clock, because it takes a long time to beat somebody down with the Ravenous Rats. I'll tell you that. And he's back, and probably not blocking. He probably just DC'd. This is a pretty easy take. I don't think it's, yeah, okay. Alright, you got me, I don't have it. But I do have, I guess I want to unearth the Crack Rats first, in case he can cast whatever's in his hand. No, he can't cast whatever's in his hand, or he would have done it. Get to Slinger.